Hey guys, this is Brandon at the Edge Pro, and we're going to go further into our series on the Edge Pro Nebraska Blades products, and we're going to talk today about the Cs101 Clipper. It's what we have here in front of us. This was kind of the original clipper that, or clipper machine that has been made. We made a few modifications to it. We're going to talk about a few of those and where this may fit in your business. So this machine is just an on-off, has just an on-off switch. It's a one-speed, just a one-speed on and then off. So it has, depending on your wheel, it's going to have a pretty high amp draw because all of the power goes straight to that motor to power it up in just a matter of just a couple seconds, really. So what that runs into is that amp draw is going to be probably somewhere around like 30 to 35, depending on what wheel you have on it. I say depending on what wheels because this machine can take either a 14-inch wheel or a 16-inch wheel. Here we have the 14-inch wheel mounted on this one. So because of that higher amp draw, that can make a difference on if you're a mobile sharpener. Sometimes that can be too much for an inverter. So something to keep in mind as you're wanting to get the right equipment to be able to go into the sharpening industry. Something else is when you turn that switch off, the wheel's just going to come to a stop eventually. A lot of guys joke around, you can turn the machine off and go inside and take a lunch break and come back out, it'll still be spinning. And they're not far from the truth there. We do have a handbrake that mounts into these holes right here. And so you can use that to stop the wheel, bring it down to a stop a little bit quicker. But otherwise, it's really basic machine here. The larger wheels and the faster spinning motor are going to allow your efficiencies in the sharpening to go up quite a bit. So if we're talking, last time in one of our videos we talked about the 10-inch machine, talking about how you could only get a few blades per charge. Our 14-inch wheel on this larger machine, we're going to be able to get somewhere between 6 to 8 blade sets sharpened per charge of our plate in the charging method that we use. So it's going to be quite a bit more efficient, almost double to triple what the smaller machine can do. It's also going to work a lot better for large animal blades, so our sheep and cattle customers are going to need this larger plate here to be able to do those blades well. I have seen and attempted to do them on the Little Red, but really this 14-inch wheel is going to be about the bare minimum that I would recommend if you're wanting to get into that market. So those are a couple things with this machine. Obviously this machine is going to be a lot more heavy. It's also, so it's going to be a lot less portable. And it's also going to be a little bit noisier, a little bit messier because of the speed and just the size of it. A couple things we did to it from its original design is originally these switches were sitting on the outside of the housing. The on-off switch wanted to kind of protrude. It had a little guard around it to keep from breaking off the switch. We went ahead and recessed that into the housing so that that way that just protects them from ever breaking off. The other thing we did was we raised this top of the housing up so that it's above the wheel all the way around to help contain the mess within the machine. In the past it had just had kind of a guard on two sides, and then the rest of the machine, the rest of the housing was lower than the wheel, and so it would fling our grit and products off of the plate around the room and around your shirt and around everywhere. So this kind of contains it more. You still have some dust that goes up and into the air and kind of will get over time like kind of up on a wall. If you're up against a wall, it'll be up on that. But other than that, this contains it quite a bit better. We do have a lid that fits on these machines while you sharpen. We're going to highlight that in another video, so you'll have to keep an eye out for that. It doesn't come with the machines. But it's really nice for two reasons. It's going to contain a lot of the mess. It's also going to increase your safety. If you were to drop a plate or drop a blade on the plate, it's going to contain that into the machine rather than it flying around your shop or your mobile vehicle. So those are a few things about this machine that we've done differently to change it. So really not much. We've stayed true to the original design for the most part. right away in our development of this machine. We have more plans for the future to get into, but so far that's what we've done. Try to keep this tried and true. This is our recommended machine for someone who's going to want to get into clipper blade sharpening and is especially wanting to start calling on groomers. This is really our recommended base entry level machine. I really don't even recommend the 10 because I have a lot of customers who have bought the 10-inch machine, Little Red, and have decided that they wish they would have just gone ahead and spent a little bit more at that time to go ahead and start with something that's going to be able to be a little bit more efficient and a little more industrial grade, and also open up that large animal market a little bit more for you. So that's the reason. It genuinely is not to be greedy with money or try to upsell. While those things are nice, it really is that I have a lot of guys that hopefully would comment on this video to back me up, but who would agree with that they wish they would have just gone ahead and spent a little bit more at the beginning stages to be able to get a machine that's going to last them a lot longer. And this is also going to fit the 16-inch wheel as well. And so if you're wanting to save a few $100s, it's $200, I believe, the difference between a 14-inch wheel and a 16-inch wheel. And so that's something you can do, is save that money right off the bat and still be able to get a more upgraded machine. These machines will also come with a kit we talked about in the machine with the 10-inch machine, and it basically has all the same things that's in there. It's going to have different size screws and different size bolts, bolts and wrenches for our wheel, and then it's going to have a larger brake for this as well. But other than that, it's going to be almost an identical kit for this larger machine because we're doing all the same things, just on a little bit bigger, more commercial scale. So hope this video is helpful to you in deciding what machine is going to work best for getting your business going. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment in the comments section. Shoot us an email or find us on Facebook, Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Love to be able to help you make the decision that's right for your business, and look forward to reaching out to you again here in the future. Thank you.